Hello everybody, it's Edwina from My Craft Orchard. This is my 2023 planner lineup. I just did a quick count. There's actually 14 journals, planners, diaries and that sort of thing in this pile. There's quite a few just sort of piled up here. So I'm going to split this video into two. The first one's going to be about the functional planners and the ones I'm going to use sort of day to day, that sort of thing. And then the second half of this video, second part, will be about the creative journals I'm using. I won't necessarily use every single day. Last year I think I counted 26 and I've got it down to 14 this year. So I think I'm doing quite well, really. That's still quite a lot. Please don't be put off by the amount that are here. You don't have to do this, but this is how my brain works. I like to use all the planners. I like to have traveller's notebooks. I like to have rings. I like to have bullet journals in my system. And I tried this last year and I didn't actually use all of them. I think that's why I've reduced it down to 14 as opposed to 26. So we'll see. So like I say, this video is going to be about the functional. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear all this away and I'm just going to put my functional planners here. Bear with me. Okay then, so there's still a lot of planners in this stack, so I'm just going to flip through them just to tell you what the planner is and what I'm going to use it for, and then I will do more in depth in each planner if you want me to. Comment down below, let me know which of these you want to see more of. You'll definitely see more of my everyday planner, but that's probably it. I don't know, we'll see. Now this one is a large happy planner. This is one of last year's, even though it says 2022 on it. I just love these covers. Now this is my Kanban book. I've done videos on this before. It needs a complete overhaul, which will be done in February. I haven't come back to this, so I need to do a complete haul of this, update it, put my goals in, put my plans in, all of that sort of thing. So that's what I use that for, and I've done videos on this before. If you look for Kanban planner book, then you'll see this. So that's a large happy planner. Okay, so this next planner is actually my business planner for Daisy Craft, and I can't show you most of it. I've clipped all the pages you can't see. It is actually a 13-month, and it's a planner fringe by Fringe Studio, Culver City, Canada, USA, designed in California. And this is a Deco Arches in black, and I really like this because, let me show you April, because I know there's nothing going to be on there. So there's a section for each month. So you've got a divider, it's on rings, it's got a divider with the months on. I put the washi on, by the way. I've put the washi on. You've then got a monthly overview, so we've got April at a glance, and what I do is I leave the to-dos and the goals, but then I white out April birthdays and anniversaries, and I put projects that we're working on. So it might be we want to change something, or we need to develop a new product or something like that. So I'll wipe that out and put a sticker or just write in the project. It then goes into the month. Now it was a Sunday start, so I've put Monday to Sunday stickers washi in, and I just need to redate April, but we're nowhere near April, so I haven't done it. Obviously January's been done, and I haven't done April, but I white out holidays, and then I either white out the number and write it in, or I use washi or whatever. And then after that, you've got just plain note pages, which is great because I use this for payments, so things that we need to pay, things that we need to do, and just to keep track of all those business things. And then I've got lots of note pages at the back to if we've had an idea or we want to flesh out an idea, or you know, anything that needs to be done, I've got in those pages. So that's that one. You won't see that one again because, as I say, it's the business one. The next one I'm going to show you is I have the 2023 calendar. I had this out of Primark. It was only £2.50, which was great. And it's a really thick card in this, which I like. And this, let's put it back to January. A Monday start. This is going to go on the wall in my home command centre, and this is for the boys to have a look at, to know what's coming up, such as when I'm at craft club, when we've got to go to the dentist, what's happening at school, and then I can write down anything that needs to be done if they need to be doing it, and I could always write who needs to do it on there, plus any notes. I need somewhere for particularly Stuart to sort of throw things on for me to look at and that sort of thing. I've also been given a week in a frame, like a whiteboard, which I'll be using as a week to week, but this will sit just underneath it very nicely. And then in conjunction with that, which is actually on the command centre, I'm going to use this Traveller's Notebook, which is actually from Under the Rowan Tree, and it's a vent for change. So it's like all recycled, the plastic on it's recycled, the paper booklets are all recycled, and you can get this from Under the Rowan Tree. And if you I have a discount code down below, so if you wanted a 10% off, then please use that if this is something you'd be interested in. Now, this is undated, and it's there's a planning sheet and then a to-do list, priorities, and then at the back the second booklet has got just a lined notebook in it. And what I intend to use this for, as you've probably just seen, I've put a month in. So I've cut out a month, and I don't know whether I might just tip that into there, I haven't decided. And I'm going to write out the menu for the month, so you know, when we're having takeout, if there's any events coming up that we need to have a quick tea for or anything like that, can go on there. And then on a weekly basis, I can write on that page there what it is we're actually going to eat, and I'll plan that on a week basis. And then the to-do list and the priorities, what I intend to do there is put the Fly Lady system, so what zone we're on and what tasks I need to be doing that week, and then anything else. So if we're going to be decorating or anything that sort of just needs to be written down. In here I also intend to write down how much we spend each month on shopping, because that's a big concern with the way the economy is here in the UK and that sort of thing. So that's what I'm going to use that for. I just would like to note that all of these planners, as you can see, are not set up yet. This is real life, okay? This is 1st of December today. 1st of December. I'm going back in time. It's the 1st of January today, and I'm just not ready. It's as simple as that. But I needed to show you so I could just plod along. Now the next one I'm going to use is this one. Isn't she beautiful? This is part of the Sandero Gorgeous, and it's a diary for 2023. And in here is the whole year, and there's months and weeks and that sort of thing, and it's so pretty. Just love it, just love it. And there are some stickers in the back, and this one is, does it say? I can't see. It's just part of the Gorgeous collection. It's as you can see, it's little. It fits in my hand. What size? It's even smaller than A6, to be honest. This is my carry-on all. So basically this will go in my handbag. I don't go very many places where I need to do planning. I don't go to very many places where I need to write things down, but I do like to have a record of what's going on if somebody says, oh, can you go for coffee on such and such a day or something like that. So that's what that's going to be for. Small, goes in my handbag. The next one is actually a 2-planner system. Again, it's not set up. I've actually reviewed this one on a different video. So this, which is gorgeous, came off Amazon, and this one came out of Lidl, and they are personal size planners. And this actually came as a budget planner. So it's come with budget sheets and lots of plastic envelopes for you to do the cash envelope system. And then this one is going to be where I put the actual record of how much we spend. Well, me personally, it's my personal one. How much I spend, my budget, my sinking funds and all that. So that's how I intend to set that up. But that's going to be a 2-planner system. In terms of the record and being able to write things down, and then the storage of money and budget and all that sort of thing in there. So the next one is, actually I'll come back to that one. Let me do this one first. Now I had this in a Black Friday deal, and as you can see it's a moleskin, and it is a 12-month, but it's dated July to June, so it's an academic year one, so the rest of 23 is not here. Like I say, I got it as a Black Friday deal, really cheap, and the reason I bought it is because I've seen these reviewed on YouTube and I really liked it, and I thought, oh, I'd like to see what that looks like, so I bought it. As simple as that. Now I'm going to use this as my content planner. I had it in a Happy Planner, which is working fabulous, but because I want to use this and there is only 6 months left of this in the book itself, I thought that I could give this a test. The paper feels amazing. It has a habit tracker, so the idea would be to put like the video and when I actually worked on that video, or like editing, or I'm not sure. I haven't, like I say, this is real life. I haven't quite worked out you know, how I'm going to use this yet. I've got an idea, but it's not until you actually sit with a planner and work with it that you sort of go, oh yeah, that will work that way, or that'll work that way, and sometimes it's not what you envisage when you first had it. It is a Sunday start, and I'm going to leave this as a Sunday start, even though I don't like Sunday starts, because it's a content planner. I actually film on Sunday, so that would work. So I could put what I'm going to film on the Sunday, and then the process would carry on throughout the week. So I'm going to leave that as a Sunday start. And it's got, like I said, months, and then it's got each week's, and right at the back there's a load of stickers. It is an academic. It's all set up for students, if I'm honest, with classes and timetables and, you know, all sorts of those sort of things. But I reckon I can use that quite easily for my content planning. So that's that one. This one is actually a double one. The one thing in here I'm going to go through in my next video, which is the creative video. But there's one book in here that I'm going to use first. So the cover, I've actually got this in pink as well, is a MLH My Life Handmade, and it's a leather cover, but it's composition size, so A5 is a bit big. It's a bit bigger than A5. Hold on. That's a traveller's notebook size, so as you can see it's bigger than an A5, and I found when I put an A5 in it is a bit sort of this bit overhangs a bit, but what I've got in here works perfectly. And the one I wanted to show you in this video is this Grow Your Gratitude. It's a 2023 plan. I had it out of the Rain. No, I didn't. I had it out of Home Sense. And again, this is a fringe planner book. I've only just noticed that. Wow, I obviously like this brand. At the back there's loads and loads of note pages. It started in August 22. and it runs through to December 23, so there is a full 18 months in there. And as you can see, it is monthlies. It's a Sunday start, so I have actually there you go, in February I've whited out all of the numbers and some of the events for me to go back in and write. And then what I've done is I've just stuck future appointments on sticky notes, which is what that is and what those are. So when I come to fill this out, I've got appointments. This is the catch-all. This is the if nothing else is working out, nothing else is up to date, this is the one that's up to date. It's as simple as that. It's every month when I get an appointment, I write it in straight away, and then on my monthly review I come to this and I take all this information and I put it into my catch-all. If it's not in here, it ain't gonna happen. It's quick reference. It's that Bible, that book that has to be correct. If nothing else fails, this is correct. So that's that one. Again, just months with lots of note pages. And then I've got this baby. Best for last. So in one of my videos I did actually say that I'd had this Norfolk, and I think I have reviewed it before I set it up. The problem with this is look at the size of those rings. They are huge. They're 35mm. It's a beast. I took her out. I went for coffee with my sister. I took her out and she hated being out. I know that sounds putting a life to my planner, but if you're planner people, you understand this. She really did not like being off my desk, and she is so big and chunky that taking her out, it's heavy work. You need lots of muscles to do that. So this is a Filofax Norfolk in Sage. It's their new line. You know, they only brought it out sort of, I don't know whether it was October or November 2020. And so this is what I've used, and I spent a whole day taking stuff out, putting stuff in, not sure, taking stuff out, putting stuff in. I will do a full run through of this, of what's in each pocket and that sort of thing, but I just wanted to show you quickly what the content is. And as you can see, I've still got December front cover, because it's the 1st of January today as I'm filming this. This isn't up to date. This is real life, okay? So the first section, this section, that's going to be my January, and I've actually got a snowflake there that I'm going to put onto there. To start it off, basically. The idea's there, I just haven't done it. I've then put a set of my own handmade dividers, and then I've also got the dividers that came with it in here as well. And let me show you, because the rings are so big, you can get a lot in here. The first section is it's still on December, my planner section. So this is the yearly sort of overview. Then there's going, so that's another yearly overview. Then I've got, bear with me, then I'll have my month. I need to draw my month out on there. Then you've got a page for to-dos and notes, and you could put a decoration or something on there if you want to. And then it goes into a bit of note paper, and then it goes into weeks. Now these are going to be one for Daisy Craft. So I'm going to bring the stuff out of the Daisy Craft planner and bring it into here, and then I'm going to bring stuff out of my content planner and then put that onto another sheet. So it is literally 1 to 31, and then I'm going to write in when I'm filming, what video I'm going to do, when it needs editing, when I intend to put on Instagram and that sort of thing. And the intention, as you can probably hear, is to be a lot more organised this year. So that's that one, and then it goes into the week, and so each of these days is a week. a week on 2 pages, and then this one I had out of a planner, which was great because it's actually the week on 2 pages but back to back, as opposed to like that, which the Filofax is. So what that means is like I've got 3 days there and 4 days there, turn over, I've got the rest of the week and the rest of the week there, so I can look at it. I like this because it's pre-printed, and it also means that I don't have to draw spreads out, because that's one of the problems I had last year. Was I love my bullet journal, but drawing out the spreads was just so time consuming. So I've put up to the end of February in there so far, but like I say, there's a lot of room for other things. The second section is going to be the Kanban. So once I've sorted out the Kanban book, I will then move some of the post-its into here on a monthly basis and say, right, this month I'm going to do this. For each section, I've got a card for each section. This is all explained in the Kanban video, and there will be one coming out the end of January for the full update. So if you want to know how my Kanban system is working and how to set it up and that sort of thing, follow the links down below. Make sure you subscribe, otherwise you'll miss it. So that's the Kanban. The second one is the 6 months for life. I'm going to go through that a bit more in detail in my next video, but that's something that Sarah Cannon has been running, and like I say, I'll explain that a bit more in my next video. The next section then are next actions. I follow the Getting Things Done GDT system, and so I've got a couple of stray to-do lists left over from last year, and then I've colour coded Daisy Craft, My Craft Orchard, Home and Personal with my next actions, and then I've got a project. Then I've got a couple of spare ones if I need extra lists, because again, this isn't set up, as you can see, there's nothing on any of this. Work in progress totally. Then I've got a tab with current projects, I've got a project list, and then I've got sheets at the back for planning out all of those projects. Then at the back I've got a reference section there, and a poly, sort of a plastic pocket for anything else. And because this is so thick, I've managed to actually dot a notebook in the back. Again, that is part of my creative life, so I will come back to that. So there you have it. That's all of the functional planners I'm going to use. Let me just do a quick count at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the functional side. I'm not using all of these every day. Okay, so the Daisy Craft planner will be used. A Daisy Craft planner will be used on a weekday basis. The home stuff will be used on a weekly basis. The My Craft Orchard stuff will probably be used on a weekly basis, or as a hockey. So if I want to do some scripting, I'll do that in here or something like that, planning. This one will probably be updated monthly, maybe weekly, depending on. These two will be used weekly. This one will be used all of the time. This Grow Your Own Attitude will be used all of the time. And then this one is going to be used on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, sitting on my desk all the time, basically. Not all the sections in it, but the planner section, definitely. So there you have it. That's the first section video on functional planning. My next video will be on the creative side, which we will be looking at things like mental health, physical health, and record keeping, memory keeping, that sort of thing. So please give me a thumbs up for this video. Please make sure you subscribe to catch all the rest of the videos. I'm hoping 2023 will be really good for me in terms of my channel. And I will see you soon. Bye.